friend, this is Ian Khan. Welcome to today's episode of my vlog. I want to talk about the evolution of smart cities. If you've heard that word before, you probably think smart cities are these extra technologically forward cities, places where people live, and they're just full of technology. Everything is runs on technology, and that's what a smart city is. Well, that's one of the definitions. You can definitely define a smart city as a city that's technologically forward. But for me, the real definition of a smart city is a city that's thinking, that's insightful, that's intuitive, and it helps create an environment, an atmosphere, a living quality of life for its residents. And how you do it, it really depends. And technology necessarily is not the answer every single time. I love technology folks who want to put technology on top of everything, but the world isn't really all about technology, all right? Here's what you need to remember about smart cities. 3 points. Number one, a smart city definitely uses technology, but to create decisions on how to run the city, how to efficiently run the city, how to ensure the city has adequate facilities planned, adequate electricity, water, drainage, cleaning, everything. Everything has to be planned in a big city and small or big city. And if that is planned well, then the city is smart. Number two is the usage of data. We generate a lot of information, and if you think about it, everything we do, everything around us can be a source of information. It can be a source of data. Here's an example. The number of trees planted in your city is data. The number of drainage covers in your city is data. The amount of traffic, the number of cars on the road is data. So if we had a sensor enabled in everything and we were collecting this data from everywhere, trying to figure out how to best optimize things and create efficiency, well, that would be a smart city. A long time ago, the city of Barcelona did something incredible. They laid the foundation of the city of Barcelona decades ago, and this technology foundation, bandwidth, internet connectivity, a bunch of all of those things, sensor enabled stuff. For example, the garbage bins. Garbage bins are sensor enabled, and that helps create efficiency in the garbage collection system. Efficiency in the water system, efficiency across the board, so that the municipality could put real effort and real money into problems they wanted to solve, conserve their hard-earned cash-strapped dollars and euros in Barcelona, and so on. So the idea behind a smart city is also to preserve and not waste money that can be used for other things. And a city is a complex maze of different decisions that needs to be made with hundreds of different stakeholders that have their needs, the residents, the businesses, the enterprises, the public transportation, the waterworks, the roadworks, and so on and so on. So the world is seeing the evolution of the smart city, the idea behind smart cities. Many of the smart city projects out there are way too futuristic, way too futuristic. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. And some of them are already in the works. Some of them are already happening. And many others are being planned and so on. Here are some of the ones that we know about, the ones that I think are going to do good. And, well, the future could be really smart. In no particular order, some of the smart cities that come to mind are New York City, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, London. There's a smart city in India, and there's a smart city in Kazakhstan. There's a smart city in in Saudi Arabia, Neom, probably the largest smart city development in the world. There's a smart city in the UAE, Singapore, Malaysia, tons and tons of smart cities. China, Beijing, Shanghai. All these cities are creating and investing millions of dollars of investment into creating these cities as safe cities where the quality of life is great, where facilities are available, where running the city is efficient, management of the city is efficient. Now, the entire smart city revolution that is happening right now has a few technologies going for it. Number one is high bandwidth internet connectivity. Nothing can happen without internet connectivity. It's really difficult to do things without internet connectivity, but you've got to have broadband, high bandwidth internet connectivity that'll help you exchange data, collect data, and utilize that data to do something, right? Imagine a building that has any building, an office building, a residential building that has sensor connected, that has electrical system, hydraulic system, water system, pneumatic system, door controllers, window controllers, ventilation. All of that is controlled and controlled by sensors that can detect if there are leakages, that can detect if there is efficiency needed. Did you know, like, even keeping the door of a building open can change how much air conditioning the building utilizes? It has a huge impact on the amount of air conditioning the building uses, and as a result, how much electricity it costs the building to run the building. And many times you'll see two doors, two barriers, one door and another door, that creates an airlock that helps preserve that leakage. And it's all these things where efficiency is hidden, and everybody wants to just squeeze out every drop of efficiency. Well, going back, so there's thousands of data points you could collect from a smart building and use that data to create decisions based on what you're seeing. It's the same case in cities, in homes. Our homes are getting automated, right? With Nest thermostats and the Nest doorbell, bell, the water meter. All of these things are creating automation, and so our homes are becoming smart homes. Smart homes, smart cities, smart countries, smart planet, and hopefully all of that is really good for the environment, and we can help save, preserve, and somehow create a better world. Technologies that are really powering, again, smart cities. Again, going back to bandwidth and internet connectivity is very important. Number two, cloud-based systems that are not installed on-prem. They're not in somebody's building, somebody's office, but they're on the cloud, and all that data is going to the cloud and is being utilized in some way or the other. There's obviously talk about technologies such as artificial intelligence, which can solve all problems and change everything. No, I'm just kidding. Well, there's lots of applications of artificial intelligence and machine learning and voice recognition and all of that, and they all have a place within the smart city evolution of things. It's far too much to cover than in this video, but hopefully next time. But AI has definitely a promise that it can fulfill, but we're still not there. It's still going to be a while before that happens and that becomes true. But definitely, why not? Artificial intelligence is a good one that can automate many things, can create freedom. It can help us plug many of the problems that we're facing and make the world a better place. There's some other specialized technologies, for example, blockchain technology, which is really a far too complex technology, and just to say that, well, here you go and let's apply blockchain to the era of smart cities. It could apply to very niche areas within smart cities where the preservation of data and security is really important. It's really hard and cumbersome and investment heavy to put blockchain in place. And watch my documentary film called Blockchain City, actually, on Amazon, on YouTube, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And that documentary is available freely. Please watch that to understand the role of blockchain in cities. There you go. And those are some of the technologies. Last but not least is the Internet of Things, or IoT, as it's commonly called. The Internet of Things is a huge set of technologies where sensors collect data, collect information, send those to systems. Systems do various things, from controlling machinery to sending back commands to making decisions based on what data has been collected. And that's the Internet of Things. The future definitely is going to be different in places where smart city evolution is happening. Implementation is happening right now. And in the next 2, 5, 10, 20 years, we'll see a lot of cities being automated, a lot of cities being efficient, where gas emissions are low, carbon emissions are low, streets are efficient, driving is efficient, traffic lights are efficient, and we should definitely look forward to such an era where technology can make all this happen. But more than anything else, remember that people are at the center of everything. If there are no people, guess what's going to happen to cities? Nobody's going to live in cities, right? We can't do anything with empty cities. So people are at the core. And when you're designing a smart city, you're building a smart city, you've got to keep people at the center of attention and figure out everything and understand everything we're doing is for people. It is to make their life better, is to give them what they want. And so people centricity is prime when deciding, creating, doing anything with technology, especially smart cities. Hey, that was today's video. An overview of smart cities, what's happening with smart cities. I love smart cities. And check out the book Smart Cities for Dummies by my friend Jonathan Reichenthal. It's available on Amazon. Give him a shout and check that book out. It's a great read if you want to know a little bit more about smart cities. For now, take care, my friends. Stay safe. And I'll see you in a smart city. Hey friend, I hope you enjoyed that video. Subscribe to this channel because you're going to know so much in the next few videos and in the past videos. Really, it's important that you keep yourself updated, and I'm on a mission to keep you updated with things that are changing the world and things that are changing your life and the life of your kids and your family and friends. So please subscribe to this channel, click the bell icon, share this video with a friend, like it, comment on it, tell me what's happening in your life, and if you live in a smart city, and what are you seeing that's so incredible in that smart city that you want to share it with the rest of us. You take care. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.